You probably still remember that at the end of 2015, the whole country was buzzing about a group of people at Nguyen Hue Walking Street in Ho Chi Minh City who stood with their arms stretched out, shouting and declaring the goals they would achieve in the following year. You could see that all of those goals were huge ones. Making millions of dollars, buying a house in District 2, saying things like, I will take $100,000 from the US F Gates stock market. And now, what is the result? They have almost completely disappeared, and perhaps none of us are surprised by this outcome. To be honest, in an unfortunate way, it's very possible that not a single one of them achieved the goals they so loudly announced. In this video, I'm going to show you why setting goals like that is something you could spend your entire life trying to do and still never accomplish. Instead, I will guide you in a detailed and specific way on how to set goals that are realistic and as easy to execute as possible. I will personally try to explain everything very carefully and give as many examples as I can so that you can understand it immediately just by watching once. Now, let's get started right away. The first thing you need to remember is this core principle of goal setting. Do not set goals based on the results you desire. Instead, set goals based on the steps you need to take in order to reach those desires. That sounds a bit confusing, right? Okay, now I'll give you an example and explain it clearly so you can understand. For example, imagine you want to build a YouTube channel about travel and you want to earn at least 30 million VND per month from this YouTube channel. The desire is very clear, isn't it? But you should not set a goal like, by December 2020, I will achieve my goal, which is having a top travel YouTube channel and earning at least 30 million VND per month. Because I take action despite fear, because I deserve it, because I am ABCXYZ. Guys, please do not set goals like that, because goals like these are extremely vague and unrealistic. Remember that. And even by the time the Lunar New Year comes around, you might not even make 3 million, let alone 30 million. Don't do that. The correct way to set goals is like this. Instead of declaring those dreamy, unrealistic things, do the following. Think about this. In order to achieve the desire of owning a travel YouTube channel that can earn at least 30 million VND per month, what exactly do I need to do? Ask yourself that question. What do I need to do? Then sit down and start thinking. You will realize, first of all, I need to upload videos. Right? You can't do YouTube without videos. And one of the mandatory things is that you need to create videos that are as engaging and as well produced as possible. So your goal should be something like, I will make videos every week with the best quality that I personally am satisfied with for 6 consecutive months. That is a feasible, realistic, and achievable goal. Instead of vaguely saying, I will have a top YouTube channel in Vietnam making 30 million per month, which has no foundation at all. Do you understand? That is the correct way to set goals. Remember, 6 consecutive months of posting top quality videos that you yourself are satisfied with. Whether or not the result is achieved, that is reality. Remember this clearly. Do not set goals based on the results you want to achieve. Instead, set goals based on the steps required to reach that desire. Very clear, right? Okay, now I'll give you another example, and this example will be a bit more complex so you can understand more deeply and apply these goal-setting techniques more skillfully. Let's say you want to open an online shoe store and earn 50 million VND per month. So how do we set goals in this case? Most people would usually say something like, in 5 years, I will earn 50 million VN per month from selling shoes online. But guys, setting goals like that doesn't work. There is no solid basis for making 50 million per month like that. And sometimes just setting it that way makes you stressed because you don't know what to do. So now let's analyze this together. I'll walk with you think with you and help you understand the goal setting process. Because setting goals randomly and carelessly will ruin everything, right? So let's go back to that desire. In 5 years, earning 50 million V&D per month from selling shoes online. Now is the time for you to start thinking. Grab a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, sit down, and think about the steps needed to achieve earning 50 million per month from online shoe sales. Use your brain. First, you need to know which shoe models are popular, right? To sell well, you need to know which designs people like. But where do you find out which models are trending? The easiest way is to read fashion and footwear magazines. These are very reliable sources because what gets featured in magazines and becomes a trend is often what many people like, and very likely what your customers will like too. So why not refer to them, right? And remember, I'm assuming that I am the person setting this goal, and I hope you also assume that you are that person. So we share the same mindset, and the example becomes more realistic and relatable for you. I'll remind you from time to time so you don't forget. So where do we find those fashion and shoe magazines? Very easy. Search for fashion trends on Google. You can search in Vietnamese or English. If you know both languages, even better. Use both. If not, Vietnamese is fine. For example, I'll search for the keyword hot shoes. That means shoes that are trending and attractive. You'll see results like this. Most of the results are shops that already imported and are selling items that are hot right now, but by the time you sell them, they might already be outdated. So don't do that. Remember what I said earlier? To find beautiful and trendy designs, look at professional fashion and footwear magazines. So now click on the News tab, then use the filter and choose Past Week to show the latest articles and magazine pieces. You'll see many designs there. You read them and get ideas about which products are hot and worth selling. And remember to write them down. Use a notebook or a note-taking app and save the shoe products you feel are promising and have potential. That's the first step on the journey to 50 million per month from selling shoes online. But we're not done yet. This is just brainstorming, so you understand the process. We haven't even reached the goal setting part. Stick with me. That was step 1. Now step 2. Once you have nice and trendy designs, what's next? Importing the products. You need a supply source. Without products, how can you sell? There are many ways to find suppliers. Remember, from step 1, you already have specific designs in mind. Now go to Google and search for shoe factories. You'll find many. Call them and describe the shoe design, the bow, the sole, the style, and ask if they produce or sell that model. If they do, then consider it carefully, evaluate it, and place an order. You can also contact factories, distributors, or go to international wholesale platforms that are extremely famous for fashion. These platforms sell almost everything, not just fashion. Examples include Rakuten in Japan, Taobao in China, gmarket.co.kr in Korea, or We Love Shopping in Thailand. On these platforms, choose the fashion category and look for products that can be imported into Vietnam. This way, you're accessing some of the largest and most common supply sources in Asia, even globally. So sourcing products becomes much easier. That's step 2. We know what's hot in footwear and we know where to source it. Now step 3, selling. You need to decide how to sell the products you import. Even if you import hot items, that means nothing if you can't sell them. So you must ask yourself, how will I sell? Another cup of coffee might be needed, and yes, it might give you a headache. But investing time like this makes your goals more accurate. You need to understand yourself and your situation. For example, if I were the one selling shoes but didn't have much capital, then selling through Facebook ads or Google ads would be very difficult. If you don't have much money, jumping into channels that require large and continuous capital is unrealistic. That's my example. If you have money, you can choose a channel that suits you, but it has to be a decent amount. With little money, Facebook and Google ads are risky due to fierce competition. So for me, I would choose another path, selling through a website using SEO sales. In simple terms, when someone searches for your product or keyword on Google, your website appears. They click it and buy from your site. For example, I search for emotional soulmate on Google and scroll down. Which result stands out? That blue title, that's my website, that's SEO. SEO is hard, but it's free and very effective. When someone searches for a product keyword, they already have intent and demand, and that's why this channel is both free and effective. For people with little capital, this is a good choice. But then I ask myself again, I'm just starting out, so I don't know SEO yet. That means I need to learn SEO. I need to study and practice to get my website to the top of Google. After all that thinking, I can conclude that to earn 50 million VND per month from selling shoes online, I need to do 3 things. First, find hot and trending shoe products by constantly updating fashion and footwear news through magazines. Second, find reliable suppliers for those products, or at least similar ones. Third, do SEO so customers can find my website and buy. Now everything becomes clear, right? From a vague idea of earning 50 million per month, you now know exactly what to do. So your goals can now be set like this. For 6 consecutive months, my goal is to read at least 5 fashion and footwear articles every day and write down the designs I like and find promising. That's a clear daily task, and it's not hard at all. Goal number 2, every day, search on Google for shoe factories and distributors and call at least 3 to ask about the models I want. At the same time, spend at least 60 minutes searching for hot shoes on platforms like Taobao, We Love Shopping, Gmarket, and Rakuten. You can divide the days to avoid boredom. Goal number 3, learn and do SEO. Learn one day, apply the next day. For example, on Monday, learn SEO concept. On Tuesday, apply it immediately. That's what real goals look like. They're clear, practical, and directly connected to your dreams. Not vague slogans like I deserve it or I will overcome fear. Those are all meaningless. Now you just follow the path and do it. The roadmap is crystal clear. If you still can't do it, then stop. There's nothing more to say. Finally, if you want YouTube to prioritize new emotional soulmate videos, remember to click the round logo icon on the screen and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, you don't need to click again. I sincerely hope this lesson is useful for you, and I'll see you again at 7 p.m. next Saturday in the next Emotional Soulmate lesson.